Well, task for the Fiesta again today. So more mods. I say mods, it's replacement as well as mods. When I fit the coils probably around 2 months ago now, I kind of like nicked the boot on the ball joint, but conveniently it's not seemed to have actually knackered the ball joint, I don't think. But there's a bit of a knocking noise, possibly a little bit of play, maybe from the bushes in the arms. So we're going to replace the arms basically today. That's today's task. And why replace when you can upgrade? So we've got some brand new arms, brand new ball joints on them obviously, but we've also got polybushes. So polybushes all around, blue ones. I put orange ones in the back of the beam, so if I get some other polybushes anywhere, they need to be a different colour, just for the sake of it. So yeah, so this is the new task for the day. Fit the bottom arms, so basically jack car up, take wheel off, and then get the drop link off. We'll WD-40 everything, or GT85 it, whichever your preference is, before we do anything, and then split ball joints, and hopefully my battery gun will be charged up enough to get those bolts out for there and there. We're just going to do it one side at a time. I'll probably just jack one side of the car up in a go, just because it actually goes higher up if you do that. But yeah, there we go. There's a cat, by the way. Remember the cat? First thing we need to check is what's happened to the camber on this front wheel. Just tip right in there. Hugely. Doesn't look right at all. So, right, so unbelievably, 15mm bolt goes up the way. Come out with a gun any bother. Ball joint has got a 15 on one side, I think it's a 13 on the other side. Also came out no bother. Ball joint separated, no problem. Use my little fork, and the front bolt, which is that one there, that's also 15. Problem is that boost pipe's in the way, so I had to put a socket on with an extension on, and then sort of put another extension onto my socket, onto my ratchet, and leave it down because I don't have a breaker bar. If I had a breaker bar, it would be a lot easier. But that's all that. So I was checking to see if this was loose up here. Nothing feels loose, but what I did notice was that I'd actually set this, because this has actually got a groove in the shocker, so you can adjust the camber on the top bolt. It was set at the back point, so it would mean it was sitting like that. So I've pulled that to the front, so I should square the hub up a bit. So hopefully that does it. If not, I'll have to adjust the top. But I can't adjust the top because you can't get to it, so I need to cut a hole. But we'll get to that if we need to. So last thing I've got to do is I've got to get this one bolt out there, which is loose. Just need to get it out. And then that's the front arm off on the driver's side. I can put the new one in, which may be a little bit tighter to get in, but we'll see. So that went quite well for him. Take a bit of wiggling to get that out of that hole there. It's going to be fun putting the new one in, but anyway, so that's not too bad. There's not really any play in it actually. That one's okay as well. Ball joint's a bit loose, but you see there where I split the boot. That was when I fit the coilovers, so. New one, old one. New one, old one. So yeah, so it's the passenger side one where this is just pops out. I mean, you can push them out by end if you wanted, but these are in quite nice. So we'll spray a bit of WD-40 on there, push that one in first, then pop that one in, loosely put the bolts in, then we'll put the ball joint on, the pinch bolt through for that, and then we'll nip them two bolts up, then we can put the wheel back on, and that's one side done. Right, so the new arm is on. You see the blue bits, shiny blue bits. Okay, so this one here was a pain to line up. That one was also a pain to line up because there's no giving the bushes proper solid, so I have to basically hammer the arm to get it in. I've got that one in eventually, lined up. Got the bolt partially in. This one was slightly out of line, so what I had to do was use the gun on that with one hand while tapping the arm kind of that direction with a hammer from the other side, which was really pleasant. But I eventually got it in, so that's all done. Ball joint's done. Like I say, we just did the camber on this bolt here. Hopefully that's going to sort part of the problem out, otherwise I'm going to have to adjust on the top mount, which as you can see you can't get to the adjustment at all. So I'm either going to have to drop these down or well, I'm going to drop it down anyway, but I need to cut a hole in there to get to the adjustment really, so I can change it at free will. But hopefully that's going to be enough. So wheel back on and then repeat on the other side. Not looking forward to do the other arm because the spacer in the bush falls out, so that's going to be awkward lining that up. But anyway, let's get cracking. We've now done the other side as well now, so both arms done. I couldn't find anything wrong, any knocking noises, but I couldn't suspect that the ball joint, I'll go show you quickly, on the driver's side arm was actually knackered. So I'm not saying it was, but you can see there where the boot was split, but that's the one. See that one's solid as anything. That's just loose and flopping around. I don't know, maybe it wasn't that, I don't know, but it's the only thing that I find is wrong with it anyway. But new arms are on, so the car can go back onto its wheels. Right, so that's back on its wheels. It's hard to pick it up on the camera, but that actually, what I've done with that shocker there, it's actually a load better on that camera straight away. The wheels aren't tipped in at all at the top, so it's a load better. So I'm quite happy with that. And we've now got polybushes, so I need a new tyre on the front on this side at some point shortly, and then it needs tracked, and then we need to do some more mods.